What's up, y'all? I'm Conjelly. Welcome to ComiKon. Thank you so much for watching this video, the special video where I will be attending a Comic-Con. It's actually a local sports card, coin, and comic show, I think is what they called it. I've seen it advertised before. They've done it a few times. I've never gone, mostly because I wasn't going to go to one of these during a pandemic, but since I am fully vaccinated, I feel like I'm okay to attend one of these now. I have no idea what to expect because, like I said, I've never been there. But judging by the parking lot, there's quite a number of people here, so it might actually be something decent. I don't know. Not really looking for anything in particular, but we'll go check it out, see what it's like. See you in there. All right, so back in my car after the show, which was fairly small. They said 60 vendors. They're definitely, I don't know, maybe each table was a no, it wasn't. There weren't 60 vendors there. It was a lot of cards, a lot of cards. I saw one table of coins, one table of Hot Wheels, and then there were two comic vendors there, and that was it. Everything else was sports cards. So but still went through some long boxes of books looking for some Spider-Man books, and I got a few that I didn't have. One that I thought was really interesting. I'm guessing it's worth way less than I paid for it, but it's just kind of cool looking. So I got a. There was no service in the building. It's like you walk in and it's like a Faraday cage, and you get nothing. But they did have Wi-Fi that didn't work, so I couldn't look up anything while I was there. And I don't like to stand there and look up values while I'm looking at the books. I feel like that's a little disrespectful. But there was a book that I didn't know what it was, and I would have liked to looked up what it was, but couldn't even do that. So, but that said, got a few books. I did get a couple boxes of cards, just because they're so hard to come by these days, and I do collect baseball cards a little bit. So, yeah, I'll head back and we'll take a look at them.
All right, so back home, and only picked up a few books, like I said, and I just wanted to show you guys what I got. There was one book that I had considered getting there. One of the card vendors there, first of all, there was like no graded books there at all, no slabs, outside of one booth, which was a card booth. It was cards everywhere, and then they had this one little part of the table that had like 4 slabs on it. I don't remember what was in them. I think one of them was Ghost Rider 1, maybe something like that. And then they had 4 raw books, so they had 8 comics total in this thing. One of them was a Batman Adventures 12, which I asked, "Hey, what are you asking for that?" And they said $180, and I said, "Is that a reprint?" Because $180 seems very cheap for a Batman Adventures 12 these days. But it was pretty beat up. I'd say it was probably a mid grade, maybe a 6. And so I don't own a copy of Batman Adventures 12, so it would be kind of cool, but I decided to pass on it. For a modern book, I just didn't feel like getting such a low grade copy for a character that I don't really care about. I mean, I like Harley Quinn, I like Batman, but I don't really care about it, so I didn't want to spend that much money. So anyway, these are the books that I managed to pick up. First of them is Dr. Aphra #1. Obviously, this is not Dr. Aphra's first appearance, which I do own, but I like the series. I like the character. I have a feeling she'll end up in maybe like a Disney Plus series or something like that, because she's just a great character. So it was in good condition, and I got a price, good price on all these as a lot. So there's no way to know exactly what I spent on that because it's part of a group, but I thought it was pretty fair to begin with. So next up is Amazing Spider-Man 572. This is the variant. This is a little beat up. There's some wear right there. The corner here is a little dinged up. It's not in great condition, but I don't really care. This is for me. I've got the A cover of this, but I just like the series of variants that they did. I know the artist is escaping me. But the Venom version of this is awesome, and I've got one of those. So didn't have this one. Figured I'd pick it up. Next up, Jupiter's Legacy #1. This is the Midtown Comics J. Scott Campbell edition. It's it's very much J. Scott Campbell cover. Jupiter's Legacy is a book that's being turned into a Netflix show, I think. It's been optioned. And I've got a copy of Jupiter's Legacy #1, but I've always liked J. Scott Campbell. And like I said, it got as part of a good price for the lot. So, pick that one up. So this one, I did not know really what this was. And like I said, I couldn't look it up in the show because there was basically no internet. So it says Marvel Comics and the Electric Company presents Spidey Super Stories. And the Electric Company is like I think it's the show from back in like the 70s or something like that. I don't remember, but part of the same group that did Sesame Street. And even it says on here, the Electric Company and Sesame Street are productions of the Children's Television Workshop. But it's a Romita cover, and I'd never heard of it before. I just thought it looked kind of cool. And since I couldn't really look anything up, I said, you know what, I'll grab that. So yeah, Spidey Super Stories. And then this is the last book I got. It is Amazing Spider-Man 102. So I actually already have a copy of this, but it is really beat up. The cover is basically detached. I think it's like hanging on by a thread on one of the staples, and it's a 1.0, maybe a 1.5. Like it's bad. This one is more of a mid grade. I haven't really gone through it. I'm assuming there's no like stains or anything. It's probably like a 6, maybe a 6.5. I thought it looked pretty good, and it's the second appearance of Morbius. And I do have the first appearance of Morbius and the second print of that, which is funny because I saw at the show a copy of the second printing of Amazing Spider-Man 101 that was a little beat up. It maybe would have been like a 9.0, and it was being sold for like $30. And I remember, I don't know, just last year, maybe the year before, I bought a pristine copy for $5, and I sent it off to get slabbed, and it came back in a 9.8. So that's changed quite a bit, just that right there. But anyway, it's cool. It's got Spider-Man with his 6 arms on the cover. I don't remember if this is the last one where he has the 6 arms. It's not too many books with that in it, but that's it. That's all I was able to to score. Like I said, it was mostly cards. I did get some cards there too, actually. If anybody cares, the only thing that I got that was pretty good was I got a box of 2021 Topps Series 1, and in it was a Lou Gehrig short print. It's worth like $10. It's nothing crazy, but kind of a cool card. Otherwise, a couple rookies, no big deal. So, but you're not here for baseball cards. You're here for comics, so I showed you the comics. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I appreciate you checking out this video, and I will catch you at the next Comic-Con. See ya.